I'm Jen Nelson from The Extra Point, and today we have Mike Schikman, who's the voice of the Dukes. Hi, Mike. Thanks for having us today.
It's great to be here. Thank you, Jen.
Do you want to start describing a little bit about your daily responsibilities as a broadcaster?
Well, it's changed over the years. When I first got into radio, I was a disc jockey, spinning the platters. We don't spin anything anymore. Now, I do news about 95% of my day. I come in around 11:30 in the morning and start gathering news for our afternoon cast between 4 and 6 on AM 550 WSBA. I also do sportscasts in the afternoon. I'll do interviews and everything else. And then my extracurricular work is I get ready to do the JMU football games, and people don't realize how many hours of preparation there is. I kind of envy Kurt Dudley, my road broadcast partner, because he gets students to do that for him. I have to do it myself and do it by hand because I'm not exactly the most computer literate of people around. I'm a little better than Coach Mickey Matthews. I know it's Facebook. He calls it bookface.
So given that you've worked in media for about 30 years now, how have you seen technology change over the years?
Wow, it is amazing. I mean, just recording this, the cameras back in the day were about as big as I am. I mean, they were huge. And the lights, I mean, the technology is amazing. Computerization. I did start back in working in radio, spinning records, 45 RPMs. They had 3 different speeds, 45, 33, and 78. And 78s were the old records, and then 33s were the long playing records. And, you know, it's vinyl back in the day. Well, we went from there to something called carts that looked like 8-tracks, if you can remember those, if you ever watched the 70s show. And then from there, we went to CDs, and now everything on every radio station is all on a hard drive. Everything. It's totally different.
Definitely changed a lot over the years.
Well, also, you know, basically used a telephone line to do ball games. And it sounded like somebody on a telephone line. Now we have a digital machine that digitizes at the broadcast site, sends it over a phone line back to another machine back at the radio station, so it sounds like you're right there.
Crazy.
It's nuts, yeah,
wow.
It really is.
So what kind of advice would you have for students wanting to pursue a career in the broadcasting industry?
Well, you know, my standard advice for this is don't do it. It is just a very tough business. Every school, every comm arts department in the country, every mass comm department in the country has loads and loads of youngsters who want to go into sports broadcasting, and there aren't that many jobs outside of the collegiate jobs. I mentioned Kurt Dudley and Madison. Working on Madison would be something, getting a chance to do person on the field or even doing color. That's a possibility, but the real jobs aren't there. Most former players get color commentary jobs, and most of the former players get those kinds of jobs, and color commentary is usually restricted to them, and play-by-play, well, there aren't that many jobs because there aren't that many radio stations left that do play-by-play.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much, Mike, for talking to us today. We'll see you next time on The Extra Point.